And we're so back with another one. I'm so happy to be back, everybody. I know it's been so long. I'm mostly just saying this because I was going to do it, I was going to record like 2 days ago, and then something came up, and then I couldn't, and I was missing this, you know? It's nice to be able to come down here and expel everything that's been cooped up in the brain as of late. Nothing nice happens to me ever. You know, fucking went to go buy bag of trail mix, classic trail mix. Like, oh yeah, word, classic trail mix. How much is that? $4? Take it up, bring it to the machine. What do I find out? $8.75 for a bag of trail mix. They're trying to run us out of all our money. They're trying to take all our money away, man. And and of course, you know, it's a half a bag because they can't bother to fill the other parts of the bag. You know, it's all air. It's all air in the rest of the bag. And they don't want to talk about it, you know. They don't want to come out and say, hey, we know that we fill our chip bags and our trail mix bags with half air, and we've been doing it for a long time, and honestly, we're sorry. We're sorry that we've been doing it. We're going to make a change, and we're going to make it right. If they did care. But they don't care. And honestly, just a bunch of nuts and shit. Which isn't so bad, but the crazy thing is that nuts are like really expensive. I don't know if you ever bought out a bunch of nuts before. Even like a box of nuts is like $6, which is like fucking insane. I feel like they're just trying to ramp up the prices, so it's like if we have the unhealthy potato chip cost $1, and then we have the nuts cost $6, people will starve themselves. They will starve themselves, and then after they're starved of nutrition and protein, and they will wither away, and surely our dominance will rise. They're always trying to pull one over on us, you know? Because nothing nice ever happens to anyone, especially me, ever. Ever. It's not even that bad. Yeah, but it does feel that bad. We're doing alright, though. I think the funny thing is, like, I think you know, if I was a different person, if I was not me, or if me had been slightly nudged in a different direction, you get to this point where nothing nice ever happens to you. And like then you start drinking or something like that. Start drinking, doing other things. Maybe you go out for a drive when you shouldn't. Maybe do all this crazy shit. But no, we're not actually at that point. We're actually at the point where we wake up, we say, okay, this shit sucks. Let's go for a run. You know, let's do the dishes. Make sure we're like keeping up with hygiene, stuff like that. You know, doing all these things. Make sure we're eating healthy. And then it just sucks anyway. And that's how it felt for a couple of days. But then we got over it. We're actually not doing that bad today. I was just kind of playing into it. It feels like something you got to get off your chest before you get on to saying anything. Because everyone you talk to is like, we're not going to bring this up in front of people. You kidding me? This is what this is for. This is what I'm doing this for right now. So that I can sit here and be like, yeah, this is what I'm thinking, and this is what it was, is that nothing ever good happens in the world. Which I, honestly, if you've been paying attention to anything that's been going on, it's kind of true. If you live in America, which is like such a bummer, right? shit, just constantly shit happening. People are dying, people are getting shot, people are getting taken out of their homes. Apparently, we blew up like a boat in Venezuela, because we just fucking felt like it. Which is like, what am I to do? What am I to do in this scenario? I'm on the fringe. I'm sort of just like sitting here knowing that like they're not coming for me or my family specifically because of our ethnic background, quote unquote. So like we're kind of just sitting here just like watching and being like, well, should we do something about this? Eventually we got to do something about it, right? Eventually we got to come together and be like, okay, this needs to fucking stop. But we're sitting there just sort of like, well, they're not coming for me. And I wasn't on that boat. And I'm not a high-profile target. So I don't know. Like, did you catch the game last week? I really gotta remember to turn off that radio, dude. It always keeps coming on. I'm gonna turn off that damn radio. But it's sort of the funny thing, right? You sort of just like, where constantly bad things are happening, and you couldn't, and even with people who it could actually affect, you know, when you're going day to day, and things are so horrible that you don't talk about it, it's like it's always just sort of sitting there, you know what I mean? And I don't know, like, if it's always been that way. I just think like, so I was in middle school, 6th grade in 2016. And 2016 was like, not that things hadn't been bad. Everything was good before 2016. Like, that's a lie, obviously. But 2016 was when, like, shit really started kicking off. And, like, then everything just got worse over time. And so since I've been in 6th grade into what I am now, which is a 21-year-old adult, I feel like there's never been a time where you haven't been talking to someone and it's been like, yeah, we're fried. We are fucking toast, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's going on. We are not about it. I saw a skit about how we should apologize to Jaden Smith on Instagram because of that one time he was like, can we talk about the socio-political economic state of the world? And it's like, yeah, maybe we should have, but also it's like, was it going to change anything? Like, really, was it really going to, like, if we had started talking about it then, would anything have changed? Shit just kind of sucks, and that's how it feels, right? It's like, shit is horrible and awful, and there's nothing we can do about it, but hey, might as well get up and, like, drink a smoothie, because smoothies are good for you. So it's very similar to being depressed, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You just gotta sit there and be like, alright, well, if I just do the right things, eventually I'll feel good again. And I think you do. You know, just keep the logic part of your brain on the move, and you'll be alright. So, I mean, that's like, it's basically just a rundown of, like, what's going on here, you know? After you get that out of the way, it's like, alright, cool. Let's talk about some bullshit, dude. What's been on the mind, you know? What has been on the mind? I don't know, not too much. I'm eating this trail mix right now, and earlier I was eating a bag of carrots. Carrots are the orange things that make you see real good. And if you eat a lot of them, supposedly you get healthier, I think. It's like the worst, like, that's my way of getting healthy. One, do we really need to get healthy? Wouldn't that just be kind of lame? I was talking about this, like, oh, we gotta, like, watch our diet and make sure we're doing all the right things. But, like, if we really did the right thing all the time, it would get really boring. And would it really even be that good for us? Like, let's say I switched over completely so that, like, every meal I had was like statistically good for me. You know, and I don't really know what that means, like this perfect idea of health, you know, but it's like every meal has the right amount of nutrients, right amount of like calories, right amount of like everything you need, you know. If I did that, wouldn't it just get boring? You know, like wouldn't I actually be worse off because I'm not doing the things that I enjoy? And that's the thing I never get about like people who are always like, oh, you should like not minimalists per se, but people who are like, detachment from material things is the peak of enlightenment. But it's like, low key, Oreos are fucking sick, right? And like chocolate tastes good, you know. And even if you don't like that stuff, like there's other things. It's like, yeah, I love watching TV. It's funny. Larry David's a funny guy. Curb is a good show, believe it or not. Like, why is it always this thing about, like, if you detach yourself from the material world, which you are, by the way, like, you are a part of the material world, and everything you interact with is the material world, you know. But if you detach yourself from that, it's not that you're going to be happy. It's that you're going to achieve a state of nirvana that is, like, pure and calm. Like fuck. That's what, like, fuck that. I feel like there's got to be a middle ground here, you know what I mean? Why would I ever want to detach myself entirely from everything that makes me feel happy? That's the most complete load of horseshit I've ever fucking heard. Oh yeah, if you just stop doing the things here's what I heard from my health teacher in 11th grade. 10th grade. 10th grade. No, 11th grade. Really awesome health teacher, by the way. He was sick. Everything in life is about taking risks and taking the right amount of risk so that you're still safe. From a health teacher, by the way. Not from a philosophy teacher, not from a history teacher, not from an English teacher. A health teacher told me to do this. Someone who is interested not only in my physical health, but in my mental health. So, like, take this to the fucking grave when I tell you that my 11th grade health teacher was fucking spitting. Everything in life is about taking risks. And taking the right amount of risks. So, I'm not going to detach myself and say I'll never eat pizza again. I won't eat pizza every day. And I won't eat junk food and all this other stuff every day. But I will have coffee when I have to do work. And I will buy a bag of trail mix that is probably a little too high in salt. And it also has M&Ms in it, but it also has raisins in it. And I think that's like the middle ground you want to strike. It's not this like, okay, only eat the raisins of the trail mix. It's eat everything in the trail mix. Because that's what you need on the fucking trail anyway. That's why they call it trail mix. Stupid. They don't call it divinity maxing mix. They call it a mix. It's a mix. Life is a trail mix. Okay? Life is a trail you walk and there's a mix in it. And that's what you have to accept into your life. That's what life is. It's a mix. It's not one thing. One thing sucks. One thing only sucks. Everything in moderation. You know what I mean? Spiritual divinity, only in moderation. It should not be a constant in your life. Nirvana and peace and calm, this should not be a constant. Everything in moderation. Literally fucking everything. So no, I don't want to ascend and be above it all for my entire existence. Because it would suck. It would be boring. Now, do I want to be happy? I don't even know if I want to be happy forever. I mean, you want to get really into this? You want to get really into this? Do I even want to be at a constant state of being happy for the rest of my life? Now, being happy is very subjective. But I mean, like, do I want to wake up and just feel like smiling all the time? You know how fucking exhausting it is to smile? It's fucking tiring, dude. It's exhausting to smile all day. It doesn't feel good. It's fucking sucks. That's why I have to start this off and say nothing nice ever happens to me. And then I'll laugh about it. That's like the way it should go, man. Smiling is fucking overrated. You know the thing people will say where it's like, oh, if you like smile in the mirror, like if you smile like 15 times a day, you'll feel better. Give me a reason to smile and I'll believe you. But that's not the smile. I guess that's the whole debate. Is it the smile that releases the dopamine, or is it the other thing that releases dopamine? I don't really know. I haven't tried it, I guess. You know, don't knock it till you try it. So, that's kind of fair. You know, I haven't tried just randomly smiling. I think it would just make me feel sick to my stomach to just randomly just fucking smile for no reason. I would feel I'm the motherfucking Scrooge, dude. No Christmas on Christmas. None of it. I will not have such a ridiculous standing smiling. Smiling is corrupt and a fantasy. Smiling is for the weak. I will not stand for it. I mean, it feels good to smile when you got something to smile about, though. It does feel good. Does feel pretty good. That's a Curb bit. I feel like I want to talk about Curb a little bit. Can I talk about Curb Your Enthusiasm a little bit? Can I tell you why this critically acclaimed show that everyone really likes is really good? It's really good. It's really fucking funny. It's just, I think it's just like, people have said it before, where it's like, the way, I think it was something I was also talking about like three episodes ago. Oh wow, how time flies. When I was talking about being honest with people, where it's like, would the world be better if we were just honest with each other? And I think if you watch Curb and you watch the way Larry David goes about it, just the unrelenting certainty that when you're right, and you should never like give up. It's like, okay, maybe I was wrong. Maybe it does make the world a worse place. But at the same time, it's like he's always right. It's just why it's so fucking good, because he's always right. Not like in everything he does, but when he's right, he's right. It's so good. It makes me wonder, like, you know, sometimes he'd have been an asshole. I think when the show is at its worst is when it's like, when he's doing things that you think are wrong. That's like when it loses all its credibility. You know? When he's like too much of an asshole, it's like you've lost the point of the show. You know what I mean? He should be like on paper always correct. And it just makes me wonder, like, if him and Joe Pera got into a room, what would, like, how would that go? Not Larry David himself. I'm sure if Joe Pera and Larry David actually talked to each other, it'd probably be really fucking funny. I would definitely pay to see that. But like Larry David from Curb and Joe Pera as Joe Pera, that'd be fantastic. I mean, cause just the, I don't even know. Like, how would you even go about that? I don't even know what would happen. That's a great idea. Put two of them in a ring and have them talk. If I was going to pick, so like, let's say you get to pick a celebrity or person of note that, you want to just like make that person like a champion level fighter, and they'll fight for you and do everything for you. So if you picked a person that was a champion level fighter, like my pick, and like instantly as soon as you pick this person, like they get graduated to like martial arts master, champion, whatever, all time. Like no one can fucking touch this guy. I'm picking Joe Pera, like, every single fucking time. Can you imagine Joe Pera in the ring? Let me teach you something about the crosscut. And then he just, like completely bodies someone into the wall. That'd be so fucking funny. Well, here's the thing about the left hook. Boom! You don't want to get hit by it. I'd have him body anyone I fucking want. Get anyone I don't want in that fucking ring. And have Joe Pera knock the fucking lights out of him. I had a similar thing I was asking people. As sort of like a... Well, it came up at a wedding. And I feel like it's like a... I think it's a great icebreaker. Frankly. Where it's like, if you were at a wedding... Which would be the one celebrity who you hire to just like sit there and be at your wedding, you know, as just another guest, but not just another guest. Like, basically, you hire this celebrity, celebrity, and they are basically like your bitch for the entire wedding. Me, like, I'm picking Ryan Reynolds, and he's just like standing in a box, and he just has to talk to people, and that's the Ryan Reynolds box, and he just sits there, and like, he can't come out of the box, he can't do anything. If he wants food, he's got to like ask for it. He gets like a bathroom break. I'm not like being insane, but like, that's the Ryan Reynolds box for the night. And people just walk over and like they can just look at him, or they can, like, if they want to, they can like shake his hand or something like that. But like, he can't leave the box. It's just the Ryan Reynolds box. He can say hi to people, but like, you wouldn't like have a conversation with a zoo animal. You know what I mean? This is the Ryan Reynolds enclosure. This is not like, we're not on like an equal footing here. Like, that's entertainment. It's just Ryan Reynolds sitting in a box at my wedding and being like, hooray for Brian. I'm so happy for him. Like, congratulations, Brian. People walk over and be like, oh, Ryan Reynolds is here. Oh, look at him. He shakes people's hand. How are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? He like recognizes someone else. I don't know how that would happen. You're like, oh shit, Susie's here. Like, hey, Susie, and you look at him, like, you start nodding your head. No, Ryan, you can't say hi. You're in the box now, okay? No, you cannot say hi to people you know. No, you cannot leave. This is the Ryan Reynolds box. I'm paying you for this night and this night completely. You are my bitch. It'd be cool to have like Mike Tyson at your wedding. Well, like prime Mike Tyson, not like old Mike Tyson. Sadly, we know what happened with old Mike Tyson. But that'd be like, how many people do you think, if Mike Tyson's sitting there in this space, how many people do you think would ask him to like punch him? How many people do you think would get drunk at the wedding, go up to Mike Tyson and be like, dude, slug me in the face, I can take it. Be the only wedding with a sanctioned body count walking out of it. You would have to sign a waiver before you take that punch. Oh my god. Mike Tyson, I can take a punch. Call me a Mike Tyson, I can take a punch. That'd be scary as shit, dude. Oh my god. You see bodies flying around, prime Mike. Someone's flying into the wall. Someone's on the floor out cold. Me next, Mike Tyson, I can take a punch. I can do it. Come on, Mike. People would be fucking dead, dude. People would be fucking dead. We're gonna bring back legends. Internet has ruined the idea of the legends so much, right? We have way too much access to people like Mike Tyson. Also, Jake Paul ruined it, so fuck that guy. But it's like we just there used to be like an urban myth to things, right? I was watching a documentary about Al Capone. It was on the History Channel. No, it wasn't on the History Channel. It was something about Chicago stories. And they talked about he was very friendly with the press. Al Capone, he was this like lovable guy who, even though he committed like these horrible murders, he was so good at like playing to the crowd. Also because I think he like genuinely believed that he was a nice person. He was like, wow, I'm really like, yeah, I'm Al Capone. I'm a nice guy. I'm a family man. He's like Tony Soprano, He's a good guy. But it'd be so different if, like, he was in the modern era. It's like, you see on the news, like, 3 people horribly murdered in gang violence, and then next day you check Instagram, he's like, I'm doing the ice bucket challenge. I'm going on Jimmy Fallon. So Al Capone, like, you murdered people, like, hey, that's a rumor. Hey, yo, just tried to show the family off on IG Live. We keep it real in Chicago. It'd basically be like fucking Vaughn in the modern era, yeah. Basically the same thing. I mean, I don't know how many people with... We did get Netanyahu on a fucking podcast. Can we fucking talk about how fucking insane that is? Netanyahu was on the fucking... This was a long time ago, so it's extremely old news. And I don't mean to get political, but like, do you know how fucking crazy that is? You would put that into perspective. We should not have that kind of exposure and quote unquote, and like quote unquote familiarity with a fucking genocidal maniac. Like, do you know how fucking insane that is? How are you gonna put the like speaker, the microphone? You can't mic up a fucking like guy like that and like have him like talk to people normally, and like, he's like talking about like fast food and things like that. Like that you know how fucking crazy that is? That is the most insane like way of using propaganda that I have ever seen in my like entire life. I don't think there's something crazier. I don't think there's any crazier propaganda than having an hour-long podcast with Netanyahu. That's fucking like, that's insane. That's genuinely insane. Because immediately, like as soon as you get someone like that into like a comfortable environment, like the view of them completely changes to the point that I literally had to like look at myself and be like, that's Netanyahu on a podcast. That's not that you wouldn't put the A to the H to the on a podcast. He was a really bad guy. Like, it's like to see that is just like wild, that still just like blows my mind. Just that familiarity with like unofficial, even someone that wasn't murdering like thousands of innocent people a day. We just should never be that personal with politicians or anything like that. It's like never, because like that, it's like so backhanded. You know what I mean? Even like Obama, like everyone's talking about Obama's playlist. Everyone's talking about Obama's playlist. No one's talking about Obama's playlist. But like that kind, even that is like too close. You know what I mean? You really need to distance these things because I mean, I guess it's just the way I see it. You know, but it's like power should be questioned. And power should never be your friend. Even if power is working for you, even if we had like FDR, who I think was a really nice person. I don't really know too much about FDR. He was the guy in the wheelchair. He was in a wheelchair. He had the thing, but he didn't have the thing, and he said he didn't have the thing, and he was a president for like 8 terms, something like crazy like that. That FDR. I guess he did the fireside chats. He did the fireside chats, didn't he? That's why he was so fucking popular. Like, as soon as you put someone like the president into a comfortable spot, it's like, oh, but that's my friend. No. And he should, like, that should just never happen. It's in the whole, like, natural rights thing that, like, you have the right to question and impeach a government that doesn't work for you. But, like, if your friend was the boss of, like, the McDonald's, you wouldn't be like, hey, asshole, get off the thing, because that's your friend. You wouldn't you get your friend fired. You know, like, great, like, this just shouldn't happen. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. How did I even get onto this topic? I don't even know. What was I talking? I was talking about Mike Tyson, the Punch Out with Lil Mac, Smash Bros. That was if you get punched and Punch Out, you do a little spin and you die. How did I get here? I'm sorry. There's just like that idea, just like completely like it's just crazy. It's wild to me. It really is. So next, when I get appointed to a high position of power, instead of doing OnBreak, I'm going to be doing in the Oval, where I get into the Oval office at like 3 a.m. and then I like start recording a podcast. And I'll be honest with you, this is a great tip for any charismatic leader. Start a podcast. You know how free that is? Oh, I'm surprised no one has thought of it yet. Start a podcast. It's so easy. I mean, this is proof enough. I'm sitting here on the floor. By the way, they also took the chair. I have no chair anymore. I forgot to update everyone. I don't have a chair. But like, just have a microphone and a voice recording app on your phone, and then give it to an intern and like just start a presidential podcast. The amount of unquestionable loyalty you get from that is crazy. It's crazy. Like, not that he doesn't already have it, but like, dude, literally one of the freest forms of propaganda. I bet you right now, if Putin had a podcast right now, he'd be so fucking cool. Dude, Putin's podcast would be so fucking dope. That guy, that genocidal maniac, dude, his podcast would go crazy. That podcast would go stupid, man. Oh my god. I'm like, and don't lie to me. You're gonna watch clips of Putin's podcast. You're definitely gonna watch it. Cause what is he even talking about? What could he possibly be talking about for like an hour and a half? He must run out of things to talk about, right? If it's not just like an hour and a half of Putin deflecting whatever he's doing in Ukraine and pretending like he's not murdering people, he's just like, oh, you know. And then I went to McDonald's, and then, you know, I came back and I had to poison someone's wine, and then they died. What's he going to discuss? Must have something. I have to know what he's talking about. I gotta. I gotta know. It's way different than him being like a guest on something, you know, like Netanyahu being a guest on the Nelk Boys. If a political leader starts their own podcast, they got shit to say, man. They just got random shit they want to get off their chest. Can you imagine that Trump gets on his podcast on like day 15 of it, and he just starts it off with, "Nothing nice ever happens." Nothing nice ever happens to me. Melania's left me again. I don't know how to talk to my son. I don't know what's going on. Oh, come here, Donald. It's okay. It's okay, Donald. Be really effective. They should try it out. I'd listen.
Now, who will be the first to tell me of a past adventure? Why don't you tell them about the time we faced doom?
All right. Well, as I remember...
Once again, nothing good ever happens to me ever. I just came back, and guess what? I just broke my microphone, so now I don't have the clip for it anymore, but I had a backup. But that means nothing good ever happens. Just because we fixed a problem doesn't mean the problem didn't happen, and that's the real issue here, folks. Ugh. When you open okay, let's say you're walking through a door. You gotta open the damn door, and then after I open the door, I use my left hand to hold the door open. So if anyone's walking towards me, they wouldn't be able to walk through, because I'm like completely blocking the doorway. Not like something I do on purpose, it's just like the way it goes. But then I'm trying to like let them through, and my brain like can't do it. Because I'm blocking the door, like I'm on the right side of the door frame. I'm using my left hand to just completely stretch out and keep the door open. And I'm trying to let them through, and then I freak out. And like I know what I have to do now, but it's like they're trying to walk through. So I need to shift to the left side of the door frame, hold the door open for them, and then they can walk through. And like that's like the courteous thing to do, right? If I'm trying to let them pass, which I am. So, one sec. So why is it that this person's coming at me, and instead of doing that, I like have my left hand on the door, and then I push the door as much as the door can get pushed, so that it swings open, and then I remove my left hand from the door frame and try to scoot past on the right, as if I let them walk through the door, but in the reality, the door is just closing, and I've given them like a mini like quick time event to get through the door before it closes. That's really stupid of me. It's awfully dumb of me. And I bet it comes off as just like kind of rude. It's like, why didn't you just leave the door open why didn't you just move to the left and then hold the door open? Are you even trying to hold the door open? Like, what are you doing? Like, why have you subjugated me to, like, speed run through this door, man? I don't know. My brain just, like, sometimes my brain is just not there, dude. Not there on just, like, the little things. Big things is also not there on little things. Little things, I'd say, are worse, though. I feel like I can get big things. I feel like I can get around the idea of big things okay. When it comes to like little shit, I'm just like completely useless. That's why I could never be a mechanic. It's like just all these little things you gotta worry about. I wouldn't remember fucking any of them. I wouldn't remember shit about them. Oh man. Because like it's just like and then just like the practicality of it all. It's like I gotta put the nut in the bolt. You said it was righty Rudy? Like, no, it's righty tighty lefty loosey. You stupid fuck. It's too much. And even if I knew that, I would probably like be cranking the thing in whatever direction I'm going. Like if I'm trying to loosen it, I'd probably be cranking it right and just being like, yeah, righty tighty lefty loosey, as I'm fucking tightening it, trying to get it off, but I'm still turning right. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. It's like, no. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. and then actually move it left. And I'm just like, oh, just righty tighty. Let me just keep going right. I'm trying to get it loose, but righty tighty. Like, it just wouldn't work. It's tough, dude. Sometimes you gotta look at yourself different after something like that happens. And you're just like, man, am I mentally damaged? I'm not trying to be like, not in like a emotional way. Like, of course in a fucking emotional way, right? Okay, I don't know if this is true, but I feel like everyone is emotionally damaged. But then I just think, like, what if I'm not the only one? Because obviously that's not true. But like, what if most people aren't emotionally damaged? That would be scary. Because I kind of just assume everyone is. But like, if it's just like me and a handful of people, I'm like, oh fuck. Really, you know, or if I'm just bad at it, you know, or if I'm just bad at life. You ever wonder that one where you're like, maybe it's not trauma. Maybe I just fucking suck at this. It's not like a deep-rooted thing about like how I grew up or like my outlook on life. It's because I'm just ass. Like I just fucking suck. Gets in your head. But yeah, like, I don't know, maybe it's like physically, like, my brain has been fucked, and I haven't gone to the doctor to check it out. I don't even go to the doctor for things I should get checked out. Like this sunburn I got, like, 2 weeks. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone the sunburn still hurts. I don't want to know if it's something more serious than if it is. I got a sunburn 2 weeks ago, and it's gone, but like the spot it was is still a little sensitive. Like if I itch it, it kind of hurts. I'm like, something bad happened? I don't want to know. I'm not going to go to the doctor or Google it. Fuck that. I'd rather just live in ignorance. I'd rather just, I don't know, I care. Just let me fucking die in peace. You know what I mean? I don't want to know what kills me. Just let it go. Let it happen. I got other things to worry about, man. And you ain't got all that time to worry about what could possibly be wrong. Just keep trucking away. Just keep going. Never stop. I don't see any problem with it. I don't know, officer. The car got me this far. I don't see why the car just stopped now in the middle of the highway. It was good before. I don't know. I haven't driven a car in a really long time. That's actually not true. I drove a car like 3 weeks ago. But I haven't driven in my car because I sold my car. I'm like a pedestrian at heart, I would say. I don't know if other people who like consider themselves pedestrians do this. I think those people exist, right? It's not just me who are like, I mean, surely they do. But I feel like they're either like you're a car person because you like cars, you have a car because you just need it, or you live in a city, or really just New York City because like every other city in at least America where it's like the public transportation is just ass, which is like completely insane. But if you're like, you just like, yeah, if you're in New York City, you don't need to fucking drive a car, you know. But I don't know. People say like, oh, I'm a car guy. I don't think you hear many people be like, I'm a pedestrian. I'm going to say it. I'm a fucking pedestrian. I'm a pedestrian first and foremost. If I had it my way, we wouldn't even have the damn cars. We actually would. I take that back. But we would have a really long bus. And that really long bus would get us fucking everywhere. And I don't want to fucking drive. I just don't want to do it. Because when you're a pedestrian like me, you have like a sense of like power over the road and over sidewalks. And when you walk by cars and they have to stop for you because you have the right of way, always, by the way, not like, oh, you sometimes have the right of way, only when you have a green light. When you're a pedestrian, you always have the right of way. It doesn't matter what you're fucking doing. You could be breaking traffic laws, you could be jaywalking. At the end of the day, you have the right of way. You are the fucking king of the road as far as I'm concerned. Which is frankly embarrassing for the car drivers and the truck drivers and everyone else. It's like you could spend all that money, the down payments over years on your Hellcat fucking pickup truck. I don't know if people do that. I don't even care. See, I don't even have the car specifications because I don't even care. You spent all that money on a car, and at the end of the day, my free ass with no car payments, walking in my $20 sneakers, you have to stop for me. For me. And you're like, I'm the king of the road. Bitch, I am the fucking road, okay? And I own the king. And I'm fucking God. Because I can just walk and I always got the right of way, pussy. So go ahead. And it's like, oh, if I hit you and I run you over, then who's the king of the road now? Me, motherfucker. Because if you don't kill me, that lawsuit is going to burn your ass alive. And then guess who's going to have to get rid of their damn car? Bitch. You. Not me. I don't have a damn car. You. Because you hit me. Because I'm a fucking pedestrian. I got the right of way all the fucking time. So when I walk by you, because I got the little funny white man in the screen. He's not red. He's white. He's in the screen. And he says, walk, and I'm walking, and I walk by your fucking car, and you're mad, and you're fucking mad as fuck, because you're trying to get somewhere, and you got everywhere to be, but none of the fucking time to get there. You spent all that shit, and you see me stroll on by, and you're rubbing, and you're angry just like your pussy-ass engine, and I look you dead in the eye. I know I fucking won. Okay? I know I fucking won. And guess what? I'm about to go do it to someone else because you don't even mean shit to me. You don't even mean shit to me. Bitch. So hit me. Go ahead. See it. Try it. Just try and hit me. You fuck. You can't. I'm not gonna let it happen. It's not gonna happen. Pussy. And low-key, that'd be so fucking funny. Like, it would be so funny if I turned up dead in the paper tomorrow. Like, not only did he get hit by a car, he was decapitated, run over 50 times. Found dead, mutilated by 50 angry truck drivers. I guess it wouldn't be funny for a lot of people. They might be even, like, a little horrified by the events, but I don't know. I think it'd be pretty ironic. It'd be ironically entertaining. Not gonna lie. As most things are in life, at the end of the day. Comedy equals tragedy plus time, right? Most things are ironically pretty fucking funny. You know? Most people are pretty funny too. Especially the serious ones. People take this shit so fucking seriously. It's just life. Get over it. You'll be okay. Don't worry about it. This isn't like a noir detective thing. This isn't like, you know, all that shit. So it's okay. Just get over it. It's alright. Mass atrocities could happen at any point, and they are happening and they are happening right now, and it's not funny. And I apologize for even implying that it could be funny. My bad. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to I'm just shooting the shit. I'm just trying to keep it light and friendly. I'm sorry. I tried my best. There's a certain earnesty to that, right? Telling someone you tried your best. I'm sorry, I tried my best. I wish we could just say that more. Wouldn't it just be like so much nicer if we could just say that more? Because it's always with the excuses, right? It's always like, oh, I was off today, or like, oh, I didn't really understand it. You know, even when you know you're in the wrong, you're explaining why you're wrong. Like, it would just be so much easier to just chalk it up to, like, I'm sorry, I'm really trying. I'm really trying. Please just give me a fucking break. Like if you show up to work like late, like 5 days in a row, and they're like, all right, we're gonna have to do something about this, and I wish you could just be like, I'm sorry. I'm trying. None of this, like, oh, I'm busy, and like this happened, I slept in, I have this problem, I have this. Just like, can you just like give me a break? I'm really trying, man. And I wish they could just be like, yeah, okay, it's all right, it's okay there. Which would be like so much easier, right? All these fucking policies, you know. It's always just like, I mean, maybe it's just like the one person making it worse for everyone, you know. But it's like, really, like most of the time, people are just trying. I feel like there should be more rules that allow people to just be like, my bad, and then you just keep going. It's always like, oh, you broke this rule, even if it was unintentional. If there's no intent to break the rule, if it just happens, I'm sorry. I didn't understand. I'm sorry. All right, all is forgiven. Go ahead, be on your merry way. Now, do we apply this to like actual laws? Probably not. Probably not. But I think maybe. Okay, hear me out. In my new justice system, if you break a law the first time you do it and you go, my bad, I didn't know. You don't, nothing happens. You just get like, you don't get to say that again. Now, if you break a different law, and again, you pull the my bad play card, plea, you pull the my bad plea, you get off for free again, if it's a different law that you broke. Your Honor, my client is pulling the my bad plea. Please, Your Honor, clearly he's trying to fall under the plea of, they told me to do it. I would like to call to the stand. He did it first. I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't calling the shots. I don't really understand these kind of things. He told me to do it. You know, I didn't really know. That's okay. That's alright. No sense of personal responsibility needs to be taken. You're all good to go. Just don't do it again. Alright, thank you. He said it. He started it. Fucking bludgeon someone into the ground. Wipe them across the pavement. He started it. Oh, did he? He did. Okay. You're good to go. You're okay. Self-defense and all that. Yeah. That'd be messed up. Anyway, we're winding down here. We ain't got too much time left on the clock. So yeah, man, as always, I hope you're doing good. I don't know what people need to hear from someone like a stranger. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I wish I could give that kind of advice. Just like, yeah, this is what you need to hear. You know what I think you needed to hear? I think you needed to hear that you don't need to justify your life to anybody but yourself. I think that's what you needed to hear. No, sorry. That's what maybe that's good advice. So I'm not trying to be rude and say you needed to hear that. That's not what I'm trying to say. Maybe that could help you. You don't need to justify your life to anyone but yourself. There you go. Just a little nugget of complete horseshit I pulled out of my ass. No, I think that's good advice. I think that's a nice thing to hear. I think it's true. You know, fuck everybody else. No, not fuck yourself. Really. If you're looking at your life and you're looking at the things going on, and you're like, this is terrible. That's when you gotta look around and be like, okay, I gotta fucking turn this shit around. But if other people are looking at you and telling them, it's like, hey man, fuck these people. They don't know what they're talking about. Let me do heroin underneath the fucking bridge. You don't know what you're talking about. It's so fun. It's so fucking fun. So goddamn fun. We all need a bit of fun in our lives, right? We all need a bit of fun. That's the advice they need to hear afterwards. Don't justify yourself and then yeah, just do fucking heroin. I don't know. I don't really care. I would care if I found out that someone started doing it because I told them to. So actually, you know what? Don't do that. Don't do that at all. Give you something else to do. I think you should watch Joe Pera Talks With You. It's actually free on Adult Swim, which is cool. And I only watched the first episode, but like I'm so excited to watch the rest. I'm so excited because he's such a nice guy. And I feel like it will make me feel like a much better person, which will be great. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited to feel like a much better person. I'm so excited to appreciate the little things. That's where you gotta wake up every day. You don't gotta wake up and say, I'm gonna do this today, I'm gonna do that today, I'm gonna do this today. You gotta wake up and be like, I'm gonna listen to the birds today. I'm gonna listen to the birds outside. I'm gonna listen to the birds, the band. I'm gonna play the ones that are angry. I'm trying other kind of birds. Birds are coming. Really? Wow, you're really dragging this out. It's like we're so close on the time. I don't want to keep getting the episodes shorter. I know I said we're gonna go by a while ago, but like we gotta drag this shit out. We gotta waste as much time as possible dragging this out. We should do breathing exercises. Okay, I'll start. Let's breathe. That's breath 1. All right, breathe in. Breathe out. I swear we're gonna leave soon. Okay, I apologize if I made your day worse. I hope I made your day better. And if I made it worse, you'll probably feel a lot better about your day because you're like, thank God that asshole isn't talking anymore. So thanks for hearing me out, and thanks for being here, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
But in his warped mind, he has a personal score to settle with me.